Good evening. It's Christy, Paul, and Peach here for some money milestones. So, Paul, what money milestones are we talking about tonight?
Money milestone number 6, and if we have enough time, 7 and 8.
Okay, so let's start with 6.
Number 6 is invest, say 15% of your money, of your gross income, into a retirement account.
Okay, so sometimes companies that you work for have those retirement accounts that they help you establish. How about if you don't work with a company that has that?
You can calculate your income, your gross income, or you can maybe have a company put part of your paycheck in your Roth IRA, but no matches.
Okay. All right. So is that what you're doing, or have you kind of, how are you doing it?
I have more than 50% in, I save more than 50%.
15.
15.
Right.
I
okay.
would recommend, if you're single and you don't have a family,
Right.
I would recommend you try to max out that Roth IRA.
Okay. So come time for you to retire, you're not going to have to be relying on Social Security, which is a good idea. Okay. Are we continuing talking about that?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a Roth IRA and the traditional IRA.
Which one do you suggest?
For younger investors, for younger savers, the Roth IRA.
Okay. So how about somebody who might say, well, 15%, I'm single, but that's still a lot. That's a big percentage for me to try to be saving, and I'm young. Do I really need to be worried about it now?
Yes, because compound, if you wait 10 years, you probably lost more than half the money.
Oh, you don't want to lose, for sure.
Look at Ben and Arthur, the Dave Ramsey chart. It'll help you. If you save all the way from 19 to 65,
Yeah.
you'll get Ben's, and it grows 12% evenly. You'll get Ben's plus Arthur's. Arthur never called up to Ben.
Now, who is? Have I missed something? Who's Arthur?
Dave Ramsey's Ben and Arthur chart.
Okay. All right. So yeah, those are the charts. Gotcha. So what else? What else do I need to know, Paul? Because I mean, here I am. It's too late for me to, because I wasn't worried about retirement for sure when I was your age. I started worrying about it about an hour before I retired. But yeah, how do you suggest those that your age put away 15% when they're saying, I need it for gas money, for entertainment, for clothes, for this, for that?
A budget will really help you.
Okay. Do you have a budget?
Yeah, I have I sometimes look at it. I have every dollar plus.
Okay. So when you get your paycheck in, you decide X amount goes here, X amount goes there.
Well, I have a variable income.
Okay.
So I decide how much at a minimum I will get per month.
Okay. Do you budget for like entertainment?
Yes,
So how much do you kind of put to the side to for entertainment per month?
20, but I rarely do entertainment.
Okay. All right.
I sometimes go to a concert
Right. So you may not use that $20 that month, but you might double up the next month
or save it
or save it. That's a
for
good idea.
retirement.
For retirement. All right. He's prepared for retirement. I can tell you that. He's probably prepared for my retirement.
What should you not invest in?
Okay.
I'll give you one thing. Do not invest in life insurance.
Yeah. Yeah. You learned that painful
Yeah,
lesson.
yeah, I did not know that it was a life insurance company until I made the first payment, but thankfully I was refunded.
Yeah. You canceled before the cancellation
Oh,
period
and
was
don't
over.
oh, and don't take your whole life. Oh, and don't take your life insurance agent's word for it. He's making a ton of money off of. He's making maybe more than a year's premium.
Yeah, I would say he had other concerns versus your concern. He was concerned about his concerns.
Um,
Oh, Lord.
I asked him. I talked to him about canceling it, and he said they're not gonna give you the money back.
Yeah, but he didn't think you could read, I guess, where you could read the.
The I asked the company. I asked one of the company's employees just in case.
Right, right. Well, I'm glad you continued pursuing that so you could get out of that mess. So I mean, lessons, you learned lessons along the way. So that was one of your lessons. And now you've shared that lesson with others. What else?
Crypto.
Don't invest in crypto.
Yeah, it's speculative. You're counting on the next guy liking it. You're counting on people loving crypto, the crypto that you're invested in. But with stocks, it goes up and down with people, but it has intrinsic value.
Okay.
You in fact, you're even a shareholder of the company.
Okay. So out with the crypto.
But crypto is dangerous. It has a lot of scams. It has a lot of volatility. People who have said don't buy crypto back years ago are now being criticized.
Uh-huh.
But really, don't buy crypto.
Okay. So out with the crypto, in with the stocks.
Options. You're speculating on a stock's performance. Short-term performance.
Okay. You're way over my head, but I'll take your word for it. But Peach is enjoying this. Okay.
Penny stocks. I've looked at the 5-year return and the 10-year return, and the longer you hold it in, the more likely you are to lose money, and the more money you're gonna lose.
So no penny stocks.
Yeah, penny stocks are usually trend downward.
Oh, we don't want to go down. We want to go up, up.
Sometimes penny stocks do go up, but it's speculative.
Okay.
What should you invest in?
Yeah, what should you invest in?
Well, ETFs.
What in the world is that?
Stock exchange traded fund.
Okay.
So it diversifies between stocks and maybe if there's a semiconductor ETF, there's a lot of semiconductor stocks.
Okay.
If there's a large cap ETF, a lot of large cap stocks.
Okay.
Look at the 5-year return. Look at least a 5-year return. Maybe you should look at the 10-year return. Look at the 5-year return.
Peach is looking at you. Okay.
And you could buy single stocks, but no more than 10% of your investment should be in a single stock.
Okay.
You should take some risk, because the longer you hold it in, the more likely you are to have, the more likely you are to gain.
Okay.
The market has never, the S&P 500 has never lost in a 20-year period.
Never lost in a 20-year period. Okay, what do you think about that, Peach? All right, so was that number 7?
Number 6.
Oh,
also, Dave Ramsey recommends mutual funds.
Okay.
And you could try Smart Vestor. But look at the expense ratio. The expense ratio, it's like if you have a CAGR of 11% and your expense ratio is 0.5, it's actually 10.5%, I think.
Okay. All right. Next tip.
Money milestone number 7.
Okay.
Save for college or pay off home early.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a good idea, because college is, shoo, or study hard and get a scholarship. But pay off your home, that's always a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of our smarter moves.
I think that every dollar that isn't retirement isn't in 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. I think that every dollar that isn't retirement, that isn't either 2 of those or college, should go towards paying the house. If you have house debt,
okay,
you should be aggressive about paying the house debt, but not as aggressive as paying off all other debt.
Right.
Because the house is equity.
Yeah. Okay.
It goes up in value.
Definitely.
Number 8 is where you really kick off. Live generously. That's what you could give $100, $200 towards missions on Mission Sunday.
And you're making sure that when you're giving generously, you're giving to above board causes.
Mm-hmm.
You know the ministry, and that they are good stewards of the money that you're giving them. But definitely you can never go wrong when you're given to the work of the Lord.
Yep.
That's for sure.
You could give a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go above that tithe. It's
right,
where you go way above that tithe.
Well, that's what the Bible talks about, tithes and offerings. So that would be an example of an offering.
You could donate for help during hurricanes.
Yeah, there's all kind of different ways to give generously, not necessarily money ways. Your time. You could also
volunteer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You could take a job which mentors a young man with autism like I have.
Right. Right. So all kind of different ways to give generously. And as we've personally learned in our home, you can't outgive God. He always continues to give so we can give. We are blessed, as Pastor Todd would say, we're blessed to be a blessing.
Hey, and on some of those money milestones,
Yeah.
if you have, let's say you have to use your emergency fund,
Okay.
you go, let's say you have over 1,500 left, you go back to money milestone number 5,
Which is what?
save 3 to 6 months. It's possible that you could go backwards. It's possible that a situation requires you to go backwards, like depleting your emergency fund.
Yeah. And that happens because we have emergencies.
And you could have medical debt.
That's true.
So you go back to step number 4,
which is
pay off all debt except the house.
okay. All right. So it all kind of intertwines, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Boo?
No.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to a money moment with Paul, Peach, and Christy. All right. Thank you. You want to say your blurb?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks.